Yes, go. One pitch, one family, one mission, change. Welcome to Cambio Academy in Uganda, where football meets education and futures are built together. Hello everyone, we are back in the studio with the Joy Coast Corner, and today we have two guests from Uganda, from Cambio. They work as coaches here, and they are going to be talking about their journey, how did they start coaching, how is it going with the coaching here at Cambio, and they are going to be talking about themselves as coaches and as personnel in life. And today I have Abbey and Godfrey in my studio, and they are going to be talking about themselves, and I'm letting them to talk about themselves and to introduce themselves to you and to get to know them as you, my viewers. Yes, maybe Godfrey, you can start. Who are you? What are you doing here at Cambio? And maybe some small words to the viewers that they can get to know you. Yeah.
So hi, Godfrey Kagoya is my name, and I'm a coach for under 13 at the Cambio Academy, but also I'm a physiotherapist at the Cambio Academy who tries to deal with different football-related injuries, trying to make sure that players are in good shape to play and go on the pitch to perform, to have a good shape whenever they play. But it's a pleasure to be at this podcast, and I'm looking forward. Yeah.
Abbey Godfrey, my name's pleasure to be here at Jojo Kose Corner. To all the viewers, please like, subscribe, and be part of it. I am here as a coach. I do more about coaching, I do more about scouting and recruitment. So mainly those are specifically the things we do, though a lot that we have to do when we're within a Cambio, because this is a family where you are not structured that it's only one, but where you do, where the job calls you to, is where you go. Yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, for a start, this is like a simple question for you guys. Everyone as might have his own perspective, because we are working in a different journey time by time. We also face different challenges as people in life. How did you guys, each of you, how did you start, or how did your journey of coaching start?
I think
maybe you can put some small words on how your journey started as a coach, to cut the story short.
I think to cut the story short, it should be Godfrey to start. Yeah, because he had a fewer story maybe than.
I think for me, I was a football player before, and then I joined football for some time, played, but then when I finished my secondary life football, I decided to drop back because I felt like I may not be good enough to really make it to professional football, like to high football, and then I found ways how I can help the sport that I'm in, and the only way I could support it is to come coach football, do whatever that it takes that is related to football, because it is the sport that I liked, but also it was the sport that helped me with education, because I used to have more school bursaries when I was in secondary, when I was in primary. So I liked it, and whatever sport I could choose, it was only football. But when I finished, from the start, I didn't really feel entertained, because you know how hard it is to transform from playing football to then being a coach. But with the time, then I started to enjoy how to coach football, how to help young players, because it looks fun to help them, to see them moving from one step to another step. You feel proud of them. Like James, where he is now, we feel proud of him. We've been with him for some time, like Hamza and so on, and we are looking for so many players coming up, and you feel so good to see them moving to another level. Yeah.
Thank you.
To cut the story short, coaching is like a calling where you feel you can serve, you can help others. My journey is more about my family, because the family supported me so much to be a part of it. This was a decision that came up after when I was playing. Then when we were playing football, we were playing and we thought we were very good. But then we reached a time where our team, of course it's the only team that I would say a serious team that I played for.
Yeah.
We were playing, but we looked, the youngest was 16 and the oldest was I think around 26. Then we reached a level where we had those superstars in our team that we believed into. But as they were playing, then they started a tournament, the school competition. In that school competition, I started seeing more other young kids. Then when I went to, when I was reading a certain book, they were talking about how Southampton started from the St. Mary's Church. Then I started thinking of how they started, the young ones with also the old one. Then I had to share with the vision bearer in that team how we can get the young ones also on the team. Then they came, but when they came, then of course, no one could take care of those young ones. Then some of these superstars left the team, and also they went to these inter-counties, and they were supposed to play inter-counties. But when we went to the inter-counties, those people that I thought they were superstars, they were not playing. Then that was a message to me that even superstars who were far better than me can still not play football at the highest level. Then I thought it was a smart decision to go to another dream, because when I was growing, I thought I could be a football player, I could be a journalist in football side, I could be in football administration, those three. Then if I did not take journalism as a course, then I did not play to the level I wanted. Then the last one was being a coach. Then when I started there, I started like collecting the kids, come, give them balls, be around, disturb. I could tell them to disturb, because they had to disturb the vision bearer so that he gets the feeling that also these young ones need someone to help them. And then we started there, went to a primary school. I didn't know what to do. For real, I didn't know. But we're just telling them, just gathering them, put them on the pitch, start to play. Then when they started to play, then it became more a business, because they were giving me some little money.
Yeah.
But that little money could impact, because though I was there coaching them, but some of them got bursaries in school. So that is something I thought, I think this could be. Then my family stood with me, because that little money that they were giving me could not even transport me the whole week to come from home to the pitch for those boys to train. And then my auntie supported me so much. I think she's someone who supported me so much. Then on my journey up to here, to everyone, to the viewers who are watching us, family is key. Most especially in football, because you have to sacrifice a lot. This is the time where you might not sleep thinking about the game. Then the family, they should back you up. They should support you, because they need you up. So in general, I think my journey is more about the family. It's more about the players that I started with, because I think they also supported me so much, because they knew I didn't know, but they trusted me, they listened to me, and I think in general, that was it, and that's what I can say.
Thank you, guys. In life, I think we all should have something that motivates us to something that we want to achieve. So, guys, what motivates you whenever you wake up in the morning, or what motivated you when you're still not a coach, still a player, because you all played football? What motivated you to become what you are now, coaches? Anything that pushed you?
The one thing that pushed me, I think it's in general about Uganda, because in general our country's highest percentage are youth, but highest percentage are jobless. Then I could see in our family, how many people who are employed? How many people who were educated? So most of them were educated but not employed. Then that pushed me that maybe, then this is the time to use talent, and then talent can employ me. Then I'm employed because of talent. So that only pushed me so much so that I can get a living through this. But also the success of some of the players and the failure of some of the players also, it has been pushing me day to day, even up to date. That pushes me so that I can help more others to achieve, but I achieve not only on football side, because I'm one of the person who not only believe that football can help someone achieve, but also wider life achievements. Those things, I think, they are the key reasons to why, because if you're not playing football, you should be a good human being. You should be a good citizen. So that pushes me so much in life. Share with them.
Thanks for whoever that is watching here. And I think for me, something that really motivates me, first of all, I will start with the word having passion. Because when you are passionate about something, then this is something that you are dedicated in. Let's say I'm passionate in playing pool.
Yeah.
All the time, all your thoughts are put in playing pool. But in such a scenario, for example, like me, I was more passionate with playing football, because when we try to look at in our family background, we had one player that was playing, and that was my uncle. And I used to go on the pitch to watch when I was just a kid like this. He could always get me and just put me here, we walk and go. So I started to see, and they were playing. I thought that it's fun to play football. That's how I started to develop the passion of playing football. And then besides the passion, I think also my family, it really motivates me so much, because when you grow up, then different responsibilities come up. And when you try to see in the field you are in, let's say football, if the family is not supporting you, as Abbey said from the start, that with football it is a game that is stressful. Sometimes when you go home, you think of how will we train tomorrow, how are we playing a game tomorrow, how is this player, and so on. And if the family doesn't give you that support, because just believe in life, if you have stress home but also stress with the football, imagine, of course you feel like the head is about to burst. But if the family understands that, hey, you can sleep in the night because you're thinking of football, you are watching a game and they leave you to concentrate and watch it, you are preparing a practice, that okay, you should concentrate and practice and prepare, so on. So it is two things for me that motivates me: the family, but also the passion.
Thank you.
It was behind it.
Thank you guys for sharing that one thing that pushes you. Sometimes it's hard for people to share some things like those that you've shared, things that motivate them. But thank you guys. And on top of that, I think everyone finds some challenges in the work that he's doing or she's doing. Do you have some challenge, guys, in your work as coaches? And how do you overcome them when you approach them? How do you approach them?
I think we can start with this.
It's quite a difficult question, because someone might think, here in Africa we will only go into finances. But I think on me, something that challenges me so much, there's a day where you wake up and you think I know football. And another day you wake up telling yourself, no, I think I don't know. So when all those questions keep asking, because the game keep asking a lot of questions. So there's a time where a game asks question and you're like, what's the answer for this? What's the answer for this? One of the toughest things that usually happen in my life and stresses me is when a player keeps doing mistakes. I understand that that mistake is done because he or she doesn't know that it's a mistake. And then it's on me now. How can I help him or her to overcome that? So that's the biggest challenge of asking yourself how. But also the biggest challenge that always challenges me is that statistic that they keep sharing, that 0.001 make it in football. Yet I see that football teams, every time there is a demand for another player. So that percentage, it usually stresses me that one can make it from the academy. Then I ask myself, how many do I have in the academy? Then I ask, all of them are 11, 10 years. Who is among those ones that is not going to make it? Where will he make it in life? How? Then it starts to think of how can I help him or her? How can I support? But remember that percentage is only one. Let's say it's 1 out of 100. But then you start to ask yourself, there are families behind these ones, and their only hope are on these others that are not going to make it. Then it's a challenge, and this is the message I send to all academies, all academy coaches, all academy administrators, to find something else apart from football in life. Me, where I grew up from, usually my grand used to be telling me that always don't put all your eggs in one basket. Try different other stuff within. So if it's an academy, if an academy can find other options that could be done within, better we take that decision and help them, so that it's not only because me that percentage stresses me so much.
I think football is a game of challenge, and it has a lot of challenges from the grassroots, but also high up to professional levels, where we see a lot of players being challenged. But me as a coach, something that really challenges me, it is, of course, every coach would love to see his players progressing. And then when you don't normally see players, let's say in the practice, not really giving it all, then here comes a lot of questions on your mind on how best can you try to help such an individual to come from a state where he is, but also to another step where it is. And trust me, in youth football or in the development football, it really takes time. And when you move outside, we see a lot of players that were talented, but maybe they were not given time to improve on their skills. So it's a call to the football fraternity, most especially to us coaches that are in youth football, in grassroots football. Let's give these players time. Let's give them chance, because trust me, they will make a lot of mistakes. They will need a lot of repetitions to master, let's say, technique. But if we don't give them time, then they will never be there, and they will never improve. You don't know how it feels like to see a player that came to your academy when he didn't know how to pass, how to maybe make a step over, maybe how to dodge a certain opponent, and you see him doing it when he's up, when he has grown up. It is something that is so good. And another challenge, I think, it could be that besides the facilities and so on, but some of the players, I think, they are denied a chance to play football. It could be from a family and so on. So it is a call that I also ask the parents back home to let kids play football. When we used to grow up, parents were like, football is a game of just people that are not right. It is just it's called what, a game of bayaye, that footballers are bayaye and so on. But it is not like that, because right now when we try to look at the business that we have in Uganda, but also the rest of the world, football is one of the sport that is a state that can help you to gain some money maybe, and then you can use it for life and so on. But if the parents don't really support these kids, then it is also a big challenge, and you see a lot of talents being denied that chance. But also when it comes to family, when you are not supported as well back home, let's say you are playing a game, and then you see your family coming up, sometimes you're like, maybe I'm alone in a state of playing football. But it feels good when you also play football and suddenly you see your parents coming to cheer up you. And you don't know how much these players are motivated when they see parents coming up to watch their games. But besides that, with the challenges that are facing football fraternity, we should just keep on going, and then keep on pushing hard, because with the grassroots, let players get more repetitions, give them time.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I think we have started this podcast not just for fun, but to inspire other people out there watching us. Maybe coaches are watching, some small players are watching, parents, and they can get inspired by you, because Cambio Academy all over the world is known. People are talking about it on all social medias, TikTok. They have players outside. Everyone is looking at us, Cambio, what we are producing and what we are doing on our daily basis. So how do you feel, guys, and how do you handle that pressure as coaches that are in this, that is inspires all the world, mostly in Uganda? Everyone is looking at it. I want to be there at Cambio. I want to work with the Cambio players. How do you feel, guys, to be one of those guys that are working with El Cambio, that is associated with the whites, not only Africans but also the Europeans? How do you feel, and how do you handle that pressure that is put on you to raise that flag high, to keep it high?
I think they say in all the place, or in all the society you are in, there are demands. So being at a Cambio Academy, it is not only just being there to sit, but it comes with a lot of demands. Pushing yourself from your comfort zone, and then do something that is not expected from you. For example, when we started up Academy, we used to have games, and most of the crowd, I'd call it spectators, they were like, those guys, when they play football, it is just to waste time, because we were doing a lot of mistakes, players would lose the ball and so on, and you know how frustrating it is when things are not coming out. But we expected, and we were happy that let pressure come, because when pressure comes, that's the only way how you can develop. So El Cambio is not only a place of just having fun, but also a demand. Yeah, basically that's what I can say with that. Yeah.
I think to answer your question, first, to be here, I feel blessed. Blessed because I get so many information, and that blessing, I don't take it for granted. But I just think and feel, how can I use it to help more others? Me here, I think every day I receive more than 5 people asking me, I want to bring my kid, but also I get more than 5 kids who are asking me to join. Like, I got your contact from here. On my social media platform, every time I get messages because they feel like they want to be here. So this is now the opportunity I use to share with more others, because I know if a kid from Jinja is asking me, if a parent from Kampala, from Arua, from Yumbe, from all parts of Uganda, actually not from parts of Uganda, but from parts of the world. I think yesterday I got an email from someone from America who was asking me about El Cambio. So this is a blessing that we want to use. And I recall when we were starting that value of giving back, where we think we had to share with more others. Uganda cannot go far. The game cannot change if it only has El Cambio, and if El Cambio is very selfish with the knowledge they have. So being close to the Europeans, being close to all other local staff members, we take it as a blessing, because we know having El Cambio logo onto our chest is a demand, but also it is something that should keep us pushing. You know, when Uganda goes to World Cup with the loss of gems, they went to Qatar in World Cup and they performed well. This is the demand that comes more. Okay, you produced gems. Can you produce more others? This is what the world will ask. So this is what that keeps motivating us, but it keeps pushing us also, that we can keep to bring more others. Now we have more other young ones. How are we going to help them? It's a blessing, but also it's a demand in everything. So I believe we have to take it in our heart, in our chest, in our brain, to keep thinking, how can we make more others?
Yeah, thank you guys. At the end, I'd like to ask, maybe it's personal, maybe if it's not easy for you to say it out, you can keep it. Do you have like dream clubs that you would like to maybe work with in the future?
Do you have a dream?
Yeah.
I could say it is just it's a blessing that whatever opportunity comes in life, you think, and if you feel like this is the best dream for me, if this is the best opportunity for me to take, if this is the right path in the future that you have to take, you take it. But for now, we are okay, and then looking forward to see if no new opportunities come. Of course, we take it. If they don't, we try to push harder. Yeah.
Okay. We all have dreams, but we welcome all opportunities, because there's what you like, there's what you need, there's what you support, teams that we support, but then opportunities might not come from those areas. So better opportunities, we believe they are there in the whole world, but also I think it's not the right timing now to think about that. The only timing is to think, how can we grow? How can I grow? How can I make people close to me grow? And like, how can I impact the world in general? How can I impact Uganda? Because I still have a lot of work to do at El Cambio. And we believe that El Cambio has a lot of weaknesses, a lot of loopholes where it needs to grow, and we need to think about it before we think about the next step. But I think I really like, and whatever opportunity will come, of course, we have to first think about it, see how.
You should be smart.
Okay.
Because coaching is very funny. You wake up, you wake up, you say, okay, maybe Barcelona. But you ask yourself, can opportunities come from Barcelona? It's like someone saying, oh, I miss London, but yet you've never been to London. Then
Okay.
it's not.
Yeah, maybe if you have something inspirational, you can tell to the viewers watching.
Me as a coach, what I can ask and call Uganda as a country, but also as a football family, that whatever we do, most especially with the grassroots football, allow these players to have a lot of mistakes, because we know when we are young, we make a lot of mistakes. Even when we grow up, we still make a lot of mistakes. So we should give players that freedom to make mistakes, because with mistakes, this is where we grow, this is where we improve. And we see a lot of players outside are afraid of, maybe if I use my weak foot and I lose the ball, then I'm going to be on fire. All my teammates are going to be on my neck. Everyone is going to be against me. And what does he do? He just tries to do something that is easy, that everyone can do. But if we see, like at El Cambio here, we normally give freedom to our players, and we accept that when you make mistakes, then you can grow. You are learning from the mistake. We don't care even if our goalkeeper makes a skill and then lose the ball and they just score us. It's fine. Get the ball, we play again, and just later on we can talk about it. Is there anything that you've learned from what you've done? And it makes these players to reflect and understand more. So allow those players with mistakes, but also at the same time encouraging coaches outside there. We should try to seek knowledge and learn from each other, inspire from each other, because with learning, it will never end. I was a player when Abbey was a coach, so I see him as an inspiration to me. He coached me. If I didn't really admire him, I would be like, no, I can't join coaching, because maybe Abbey was so hard, was so aggressive, but he didn't do that. So we coaches, we are role models to these players. How we behave, how we react towards them, it also goes on to them. Yeah.
Thank you.
My message first will go to the families. Please be there for the kids. There are so many parents here in Uganda who even don't know which position, the quality, how good their kids are. We outside, we just admire them, but the parent doesn't know even how the kid can kick that ball. They don't know the qualities. So please, parents, support where in need. Support in need, because I know parenting is not easy, and if we need to change this game, parenting should be very key. To the coaches, please, you are coaching humans. Humanity should be key in your practices, should be key into your life, because these are the next generation superstars. These are the next Messi, the next stars that are going to help us, that are going to change the world, that are going to change the game, how it's played, how it is understood. So with that, be open-minded, because when you're open-minded, there are so many things that you can come on board. And then lastly, other players, please realize yourself, who you are. Don't try to be someone else. Be you, because you have your qualities that can help you to get to be that person. Don't copy and paste. Try to be you. Learn from them, but don't be them. And then what unites us is the ball. When you wake up one day, go in the village, put there a ball, it will connect. So let the ball keep connect us, because it will be the magnet to everyone, to all the kids, to all the new generation that are coming. A ball, whether you are 10, whether you are 9, you are 6, it's the ball that will keep us. So let's keep pushing, persisting. Thank you all the viewers. Please subscribe. And thank you so much, everyone.
I think a lot has been said. It's easy for you to get some words from what they have been saying. Pick the points that can help you in life. And thank you for viewing. Remember to subscribe. Thank you for watching.